Hello friends. Today I realized we may be being tricked. Today we're going to be going over a little tidbit in optimizing our court to making sure that we have the best courtiers to fight on our front lines. If you're new here, my name's Krovikin and I am a strategy gamer that loves min-maxing, so hit that subscribe button so that you can get more min-maxing strategies from me. Recently I did a playthrough where we had over 40 knights, and I was going into that and I'm like, we're going to have some pretty bad nights, right? But I tried something new. I tried something new in how I optimized my recruitment. And all of a sudden I realized I've been playing this game all wrong.
The dots have finally connected, and I'm off to prove it.
So let's get into this and let me show you exactly what I found. All right, so let's go over some basics. Now, the first normal strategy that I've been using forever to optimize my court is the marriage game, right? If you're in a male-dominated society, then you bring in men via the matrilineal marriages. If you are in a female-dominated society, you do the opposite through patrilineal marriages. And then, of course, if you're in the glorious gender-neutral religions, you don't have to worry about it. Both patrilineal and matrilineal marriages optimize your court. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if we go into our court here and we recruit this guest, right? And we bring them in, they're unmarried female. We bring them into our court. We can quickly search for unmarried adult females and we can marry them off, right? We can go in and look for a matrilineal marriage and set the filters that we want and say we want a knight. Say we would like to upgrade our knights, have another glorious knight. We can go in here and we can say, all right, he has 18 prowess. This is going to get us a little bit better of a knight. All right, so recruit him and we'll wait for the marriage to go through. As soon as the marriage goes through, he will join our court as a free new courtier. Awesome. All right, so we have our new knight in our court. Great news. He's a new chevalier. He has 18 prowess. This is awesome. But this is normal. Now, as you can see, 18 prowess, that is great. But in this playthrough, that is barely an upgrade.
He's pretty good, I guess.
Yet we have 46 chevaliers. How do we do that? Well, the normal way that you recruit is through your guests or your prisoners. Now, there's something that this UI drives you towards. What it drives you towards is either ransoms, right? Buy you off with some gold. I'm going to give you 10 gold. That is great news, but not optimal. And this will go all the way to 200 gold. That seems glorious to get that much gold. You can build a whole new building with that or upgrade one. The other option that you have is to execute. You can get 20 dread and stabilize your court. Who doesn't love a good killing, right? Again, this is not optimal. Now, the reason why that this isn't optimal is because we have forgotten about something that we deal with all the time, which is our level of splendor, right? We always are paying attention to our own renown, but we're not paying attention to the renown of our courtiers. Instead of executing or ransoming, if we have the ability to recruit them into our court, we should always be doing this. And why should we be recruiting people who are members of other houses and have any sort of splendor level instead of ransoming them or executing them? The reason why is because when you go to do the exact same marriage trick and we look for another spouse, and this person, rather than being a lowborn, is part of a noteworthy, we can go in here, sort by prowess, and then all of a sudden we are getting a 26 prowess marriage option from them because of their house, because there is more advantages. They are marrying up. So do not be like me. Do not fall for the trick of executing and ransoming everybody.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
Now, if you could use the gold right now, then ransom is definitely an option. If you need to stabilize your court, you really need to get that court stabilized, go ahead and execute. But if you're looking to optimize your court and you need some really good courtiers, the optimal solution is definitely to recruit them. All right, this is great news, but this is going to become even more important going forward. Because right now, we mostly use the marriage game for two things. We use it for bringing in physicians, and we use it for bringing in knights. We also use it to bring in unmarried courtiers and just fill out our court for future expansions and make sure that our court doesn't slowly die off. But we have a royal court coming out in under a month. Now, with Royal Court coming out, there is a small little tiny feature that's coming out with it that's going to make it critical that your courtiers are stacked, that you have the right traits, and that you have the right skill sets. And that is minor titles. With minor titles coming out, you're going to want to have physicians with the appropriate physician traits and good learning. You're going to want your seneschals to have good stewardship. There are going to be a lot of different positions that you're going to need to assign, and you're going to want to make sure that you have the right people in the court and making sure that you have attractive unmarried courtiers. And I don't mean attractive in the beauty sense. I mean attractive in terms of their house, making sure that they have a dynasty with some sort of renown attached to it and they're not just lowborn. So you get access to the most optimal sets of skills and traits available in the game. With Royal Court around the corner, the strategy is going to be critical for being able to min-max our minor titles and having the courtiers available that we need to have in those positions. And don't forget to maximize that like button and hit that subscribe button as well.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
But with that, I will say good day, good night, and good morning wherever you are.